The sun went away. I looked so good. I mean, I still look good, but I looked so good before this moment, just so y'all know. Hopefully the sun comes back while I'm filming. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aitza. I talk about books, fashion, being Black in Spain, personal finance, travel, and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you are not new here, thanks so much for coming back and listening to me ramble. This is a book review, another Katrina Jackson book review of her book, Office Hours, which is an academic romance. My third academic romance of the year. So let's get started. So, this one came out in the beginning of the month, back in, was it the last weekend of August? April. Oh, geez. Yeah, the last day of April, like April 30th, that Friday, yes. So about a month ago. I'm very late with this review, but it is great. I'm just going to start with telling you guys, give it 5 stars. And as we know, I don't give it anything 5 stars, like a good 5 stars, like not 4.75, not 4.8, not 4.5, a full 5. It was amazing. It was great. I loved it so much. There's nothing I would change about this book. I mean, absolutely nothing. I had no critiques. The only issue I had is that it came out like 5 days later than it was originally supposed to. That's my biggest complaint. And you can't knock off points for that. Like, it's perfect, guys. I'm so happy. And we had Black and Brown love, and it was just ingrown Black and Brown love. Like, these are people in their 30s. Yeah, so our characters are Deja and Alejandro. They're both professors at a university. Deja is on the tenure track. Why does it look like I haven't brushed my teeth or my tongue? I promise I have. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why my tongue is white. I'm sorry, guys. I promise I brushed my tongue earlier. Yeah, so just ignore that. But Alejandro has tenure. Deja is on the tenure track. They have been kind of like in each other's orbs for the last year, flirting with each other, but not really. Just like eye sex across the room at faculty meetings and stuff like that. I need to stop playing with my hair. I washed it today and shrinkages, wow. But yeah, and what else was going on with them? They finally decide, to give it a go. They put on a committee together, and Deja has this thing of overcommitting, which is something that you see from a lot of faculty of color, but especially women of color, particularly Black women, because there's so few of them. So like you have all your Black students who want to come to them and like get advice and blah, blah, blah. And so they want to take on everything. And then you want to get all these papers published and do all this research. And then you're still on tenure and you teach all these classes. And so she's working herself to death. And the dean is like, I want you on this committee. And you really can't say no to your dean. And it's her and Alejandro together. And they will say yes. And they're just like, fuck, what did I do? And Alejandro's like, it's fine. We'll work around your schedule. I remember what it's like. No biggie, no biggie, no biggie. And from there, we just kind of see them organically fall into this relationship. And they set up rules of like, no PDA and things at work. You're going to keep it separated. But also, like, she doesn't want to be seen as like the woman who's just like sleeping around. And like, oh, the reason she's not doing so well on this or doing so well on that is because she's like involved in a relationship. And she is one of, or the only Black woman in her department. I can't remember, but I think the only Black woman in her department. And she has some other really good friends and a really good support system. But a lot of this book is about like Deja allowing herself to accept help and open up and say, I need help. This isn't working. And understanding that she doesn't have to do it all. And it's just like really nice. And like Alejandro, like being like, look, like him like moving his life around because he's the one who has gone through all that. He knows he's gone through the burnout and like them figuring it out. And like our conflict was very realistic. It was kind of a work time issue related thing, which I appreciated because it's hot. And I closed the window so y'all can hear me better. But the way that these characters were written, it wasn't realistic to just throw in a random breakup. So it was more like a disappearing, needing to like work through my own shit and not wanting to put it on you and not knowing how to ask for help and to express yourself kind of thing, which I really, really liked. It was very mature and grown, but it also made me want to go back to school and possibly get a PhD. And yeah, there's just a lot. It was just, they were perfect. And I think it was very nice because Alejandro is a history professor. And typically, I think I got it. No, I did not. But we're going to ignore it. Typically, we're not going to ignore it. I got it this time. Like a lot of romance professors, a lot of history professors are just stuffy white dudes. And there's more to academia. There's more to professorship than being a white dude or like doing, I don't know, something boring. So it was nice to have a Mexican American like in that role, and it was really cute. He's like made her dinner before, and spoilers, but whatever. And his brother is a chef, and he calls his brother is like, look, man, like I need help. I gotta make this dinner. I need something quick. I gotta make it tonight. I don't know why I agreed to this. It was just very like nice, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. As you know, or if you watch this in the future, I read this during the pandemic, and the world is trash. Like literally, the world is it's killing us, and I need some happy, and that was the happy I needed, and it was realistic happy, which is very refreshing because it's like you can have these things, and you can have the guy, and you can have the happily ever after, and it just warmed my heart. Read this book. Give her your money. That's all I can say. Just throw it at her. Give Katrina your money. Just give it to her. She deserves it. It'll be worth every penny. I think the book is like $3.99 now. I don't know. I pre-ordered it, so I really need to stop doing that. It's not financially savvy, but hey, we live and we learn. And my vices are books and romance books. Yeah, but just and the smut. It's there. It's like, it's so good and adult and grown and sexy. And yeah. Also, they have friends, which I like. Before I end this, they have friends. There's world building. It's not just them in a bubble. And their friend sees at them and pick at them and give them advice, which is really nice. Because one of the things I hate about a romance is when like it's just them. Like, no, when you're in a relationship, it's not just you. And if it is just you, I think you're trash because you shouldn't get rid of the people who were in your life before just to focus on this relationship. So I really like seeing that balance in them and seeing them have their time together and their time apart and their friends, and hopefully we'll get another book with them. But yeah, guys, I just give Katrina your money. Read this book. Let me know what you think if you read this book. I need to do a review of Layover. Because I read that. That was one of my quarantine reads, and I did read that, and it was good. And yeah, I'm so glad I found Katrina and her books. Well, I read it before, but I'm glad I rediscovered her, and I'm reading more romance with non-white characters. Like, it's very refreshing and very nice. And even though like people of color aren't one group and we all have our different things, it's very nice to see some black and brown love, or even brown and brown love. Yeah, guys. But just read the book. Read the book. You see the smile? I just think about it, and I just like, how can you say no to this? Like, look at this. Look at this. You can't say no to that, right? Even though the sun did not come back during this, the sun is a hater. Nature is a hater. I am loving my glow. But I'm glad y'all stayed and listened to me ramble. Oh, that was very southern. And I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have any book recommendations for me, let me know. If you want some book recommendations for me, let me know. I'm happy to give them to you. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.